Most wanted valuable American rare stamps worth money 1923 to 1929. Monroe's 10-cent stamp. It is part of the stamp series, issued to commemorate the entry of the United States of America into the Confederation by the state Ohio and Nebraska. On the center, you will be able to see the face of the 5th President of the United States of America depicted, James Monroe, who held the presidential role for 8 years, from 1817 to 1825. He had a long political career and has held many leading international roles, as a senator, to ambassador, to governor, under. In addition to the nominal value of the piece, 10 cents of the American dollar, is shown in bold. The written, Nebraska, to commemorate Nebraska as a new territory of the Confederation. This stamp has the distinction of having been printed with a new technique used over time, that thanks to a new machine, it could be printed in large quantities. Low price. Postage stamp issued on May 29, 1929. It was issued in 1,890,000 copies, and today it is worth up to $1,000. The 2-cent Norse American stamp commemorates the centenary of the first great mass migration, which occurred in 1825, by many Norwegians who reached America for religious reasons. The event, better known as the Sloop Restauration, name taken from the ship who transported this great mass of Norwegians. On the center, you will be able to see this vessel, 16 meters long, and with a single tree almost 5 meters high. Up, the writing commemorating the event. To the left, the year 1825, which recalls the first emigration route. To the right, 1925, year of anniversary and issue of this stamp. Down, the nominal value of the piece is reported, 2 cents of the US dollar. Postage stamp issued on May 18, 1925. 9,104,000 pieces were printed. Issued in much smaller quantities than other stamps of that period, because the printing process took longer. They were printed in sheets of 100 instead of 400. Today one of these pieces can be worth up to $1,050. The 9-cent stamp depicts the face of Thomas Jefferson, 3rd President of the United States of America. She held his role for 8 years, from 1801 to 1809, and is considered one of the founding fathers of the nation. Around, the written, United States of America. Down, the nominal value of the piece, 9 cents of the American dollar. Stamp printed with rotary press. It was a printing method that allowed the printing process to be speeded up at a lower cost. Method that quadrupled production. Postage stamp issued on May 29, 1926. Was issued in 79,537,000 copies. And today it is worth up to $1,125. The 5-cent stamp. It is part of a series of U.S. stamps honoring the Revolutionary War, commemorating the patriots who gave their lives in the ideals of freedom. On the center, a typical soldier of the American Revolution is depicted, better known as the Minutemen, so called because it caused disorder in the American colonies, to get fair treatment to their own colonizers. In that time, the first battles of the American Revolution began. Down, the writing Lexington Gungard, city where the first rebellions broke out. Lower, the nominal value of the piece, 5 cents of the American dollar. Postage stamp issued on April 4, 1925. 5,348,000 pieces were issued, and is worth $20.70. The 5-cent Huguenot stamp. It is part of a series issued on the occasion of the tricentenary of the settlement of the Huguenots, French Protestant people. Then in the 16th century, they founded the first Presbyterian church in France, following the deprivation of their rights by King Louis XIV. They were forced to emigrate to other countries, including America. On the center, you will be able to see the monument in honor of this population. The building is located in Mayport, Florida, and recalls the settlement of the Huguenots. Top on the sides, you will be able to see the dates commemorating the 300th anniversary. 1624. Year of foundation of the settlement. 1924. Year of anniversary and printing of this stamp. Down. The nominal value of the piece. 5 cents of the American dollar. Piece released on May 1, 1924. It had a circulation of 5,659,000 pieces. And today it is worth $2,100. Harding's 2-cent pair depicts the bust of the 29th President of the United States of America. Much loved politician, who held his role for 2 years, from 1921 to 1923. This last year, date he died. Top on the sides, you will be able to see Warren Harding's birth date, 1865. To the right, the date of his death, 1923. All below, the nominal value of the piece, 2 cents of the US dollar. Postage stamp issued on September 1, 1923. Was issued in 1,459,000 copies. In the world of philately, it is considered a very special stamp, because it was printed with 2 different methods. Both with the engraving method, both with the rotary machine, which allowed the latter to significantly increase the production of these pieces. If you own this pair, you will find yourself with a value of $2,150. Washington's 2-cent stamps. It depicts the face of the first President of the United States of America, George Washington. She held his role for 8 years, from 1789 to 1797. Under his surname is reported. And the nominal value of the piece, 2 cents of the US dollar. Stamps that were printed using the plate series designs. They were among the first to be issued with a perforation between one piece and another, with a 10.5 gauge. A measurement compromise, which allowed it not to detach prematurely from each other. Stamps released on December 20, 1929. With a circulation of hundreds of thousands of copies. Today one of these carmine-colored pieces, it's worth $2,450.